Hello everyone, and today I am here to review Sonic Drift. This is the first ever Sonic racing game, and it was released in March 18th, 1994 for the Game Gear. This was a Japanese exclusive title for years until it was eventually released on some compilations so that people in the West could play it. A US release for the game was That's really all I could tell you about history about Sonic Drift. So we're gonna go into full-on gameplay now. So you have four characters: Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Eggman. This was the debut of Sonic's red car, the Cyclone, and Amy's car, Breeze. Breeze, as you can see from the picture, is alive! She's got a sentient goddamn car! Why do we car with eyes and a mouth and everything? How are we just throwing this away? Can someone give me a deep dive into Breeze? Ian Flynn, can you put the pen down on the paper and start giving me the Breeze backstory here? What's the whole thing? Was he part of a burning village that died and he's the only surviving member? What's the backstory to Breeze here? I want to know. She's got a talking fucking car! There's 3 Grand Prix. There is green, yellow, and red, each after a Chaos Emerald. There is a different ending image depending on who you play as to beat the big Grand Prix. You get a different ending image, which, yeah, that's standard. The gameplay of this game was based on Outrun, which was a Sega racing game that they had. And, yeah, so let's get into actual controls and racing. Very simple. You hold one button to go forward, you hold 2, and you turn the stick to drift, and that's pretty much it. This game pretty much amounts to you just drifting. That's basically what it amounts to, just drift. Get your drift turns right, and you'll be fine. That's pretty much what this whole game boils down to. They have items, but they don't really do anything. They're really useless, really. I will say though, I had a lot of fun. I did. I had tons of fun. The video I did is me only playing 1 Grand Prix Cup, but I have played the other 2 now, and I did have fun. I gotta say, dude, I genuinely had fun. It's very primitive, very basic in what it offers, and like I said, it really just amounts to drift. Get your drifting right. But on the whole, I had fun with it, and I wasn't expecting to have as much fun with it as I did. You know, because it's such like, oh, it's the first Sonic game made for the Game Gear. Okay, let's see what we... Don't expect too much. But I actually liked what I had. I have to be honest with you. And I would go as far. And this is going to be a hot take. But I'm going to stand by it. This game might be better than Super Mario Kart. I'm that fucking serious. It genuinely might be that good. And Super Mario Kart, okay, let's put on the 2D Mario Kart games. They're not the best, right? They're not the best. We have Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart Super Circuit. They're like the 2D Mario Karts, and they're not the best. They're definitely the bottom tier of Mario Kart games. I would say Sonic Drift is on par, if not better than them. I swear to God, man. I will stand and die on this hill that I think Sonic Drift is better than Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Oh, I know that's a hot take, but that's how I'm feeling. So the items that we have, like I said, there's only 4 of them, and they really don't do much. There's rings, which is the traditional golden ring. If you get 2, you can give up 2 rings to activate the character's special power. Yeah, like I never really used the character special power because I tried to and I just never understood what the character special power was, but you can do that. There's the jump spring, so these appear on the track and you jump on them and they kind of boost you further on into the race. That's really how I managed to win a lot of these. There's high speed, which is like a red monitor and it gives you a burst of speed, so that's just regular boost. And then there's the invincibility monitor, which when you break it, you become impervious to obstacles and opponents and all that for a couple seconds. I believe even if you drift off the map, off the course, you're still fine. You don't slow down or anything. So yeah, those are the items. They're not much at all. Now let's get into the tracks. So each track has 3 versions of it. So there's 6 tracks in the game in total, but each track has multiple different versions of them. So again, kind of like in Super Mario Kart, where there's not a wide variety of tracks, but there is, they change the layout. Like there's like different versions of them. So there's 3 versions of every track depending on the cup you pick. So there is Green Hill, which is the easiest one out of them all. There is Marble Zone, Spring Yard Zone, Labyrinth Zone, which is the worst track of the fucking game. That makes sense, huh? It's the worst map of Sonic. It's the worst zone of Sonic 1, so it makes sense it's the worst track in Sonic Drift. Then there's Starlight Zone. This one is constant drift. This is drift central. You just drift non-goddamn stop in this one. It's better than Labyrinth, but it's just like a drift fest all the time. You're constantly drifting. And then Scrap Brain is the final one, and that's the more of the same. It's just constant drifting. And it does get annoying because I do like variety in my courses, or I'm not drifting every 5 seconds. That's what these last couple ones kind of amount to. On the whole, all the tracks, they're like, I mean, it's a 2D racing game. I can't speak too much about the design and layout of the tracks on this when it's very much just drift, going straight for a bit, drift. Or it's drift, drift, drift. There's not much to say. So the modes that come in this game is Grand Prix, which is the kind of main mode you're going to be doing, where you have 3 Grand Prix. You have green, yellow, and red, again, all based off of Chaos Emerald. Then you have Free Run. This is just time attack mode, where you try to beat the course as quick as you can. There is Versus for multiplayer, and that's about it. That's all the modes that offered in this game. The re-releases, so Sonic Drift was re-released in Sonic Adventure DX. It's one of the unlockable games that you can get by getting emblems. There is Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Sonic Origins, which is what I played it on, and then Yakuza Kiwami 3. It is one of the Game Gear games that you can play in that game, because you can play a couple Game Gear games in Yakuza Kiwami 3, which is a staple of Yakuza games, where they have like old Sega games in like an arcade or something that you can go play as. And that's Sonic Drift. On the whole, like I said, I actually really had a lot of fun with this. I had way more fun than I thought I was going to. Did I get frustrated at times? Yeah, but I still had fun on the whole. Like, I genuinely had a good time playing this game, which I did not expect to have. Like, that's what really blows me away. This game is way better than I thought it would be. Like, after seeing gameplay, I'm like, oh, okay. But then you play it, and I'm like, whoa, I'm having genuine fun. It's very easy, right? It's a barest of bones racing game for the time, right? Because like I said, this game was made in 1994. So 2D graphic racing games weren't exactly the highest of art as a 3D racing game. But yeah, it seems to me Sonic was starting off pretty well in the racing scene when it comes to Sonic Drift. So I'm going to give Sonic Drift a 7 out of 10. I genuinely think this is a good game. You may not. You may think, what? I'm serious, man. I genuinely think Sonic Drift is a good game. I do. Now, I will, of course, talk about the big elephant in the room. Why is Sonic in a car when he can just run? Which, I know, it's a dumb decision to put the fastest creature in the universe in a car when he should just run. But Sonic R tried to do that. And I personally believe all Sonic racing games should just be the characters on foot running. Like, come on, dude. This whole fucking franchise is about speed. Sonic has super speed. He can do it. Shadow can go fast. Silver can use his telekinesis. Tails can use his tails. Blaze can use her fire. You can have Eggman be in the Eggmobile. I think that's fine. But, like, there's, like, so many other people who can just run on their own. If you're gonna do a racing game for Sonic, something like Sonic Riders works, where they're on extreme gear and it's our version of vehicles in the Sonic world, where it's like a racing scene with hoverboards. That, I think, makes a lot more sense. So if you're gonna do a Sonic racing game, don't put him in a car. Either have him on foot or it's extreme gear. That's what it's gotta be for Sonic racing games, for it to make somewhat sense in his world. That's what has to make sense. And I think they tried to come up with an excuse where it's like, what is Sonic in a car? It's like, oh, well, he does it because he wants to give the others a chance. You know, it's like, I don't care, man. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, on the whole, Sonic Drift, 7 out of 10 for me. I genuinely liked this game. I genuinely did. I can't believe I'm saying that I think Sonic Drift is a better game than Sonic 1. Just think of that. That's where I'm at with this. I think I had more fun playing Sonic Drift than I did Sonic 1. Think about that, man. Think about where we're at. That I think Sonic Drift is a better game than Sonic 1. Like, that is... What are we doing, man? And I think this is on par with Sonic CD. It's weird. This is weird. Alright. This weirdness is freaking me out. I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys all next time.